Thank you for tuning in to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast, a no judgment zone podcast that covers lifestyle, entertainment, news, and sports. Even though KC doesn't watch sports, but these are minor details. By the way, he reads tarot cards too. Yes, I really mean it. He reads tarot cards too. And now, the host you've tuned in for, KC Phoenix.
Good morning and welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and I'm saying good morning, but obviously it may not be morning where you're at, because apparently 25 or 26 or whatever percent of my listeners listen to my show between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. So whatever time you're listening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's where we're at. So I'm here live right now from Dallas, Texas. It is 7:42 a.m. this morning. I'm doing the lucky numbers. Now, just a few things. I want to do a quick few housekeeping things before I go into the other stuff. I'm getting closer to the Christmas with KC contest. And one of the requirements will be to sign up for the email list. That is one of the requirements to enter the Christmas with KC contest. And over the weekend, I plan to work on the whole setup of everything. So I'm just keeping you guys updated with that. And even after the contest is over with, for those who may want to sign up a little bit later on, feel free to do so. But I will start an email list so you will know what's going on with the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. And thank you again to everyone who's been supporting the podcast. Now, before I go any further, kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. As for the lucky numbers, if you are new to this and you aren't one of my long-time listeners or one of my firebirds, I have a large vase. It has red balls with numbers on them, and they're mixed in with crystals. I pull 6 numbers out of the vase, and those are your lucky numbers. As I always say with many things, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Now, this is for entertainment purposes only. However, if you happen to win anything using any of my lucky numbers, please give the show a shout out or bless the CashApp. KIRWKC. Here we go. The first number is 54. The second number is 30. The third number is 65. The fourth number is 16. The fifth number is 55. That's a good one. That's a really, really good one. And the sixth number is 32. All right, let me read these back to you. I have the first number as 54. Someone just started up their truck. It's right near my window. So if you hear that in the background, that's what that is. The first number is 54. The second number is 30. The third number is 65. The fourth number is 16. The fifth number is 55. And the sixth number is 32. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, for some odd reason, when I pulled the number 30, the number 7 came to my head. I don't know what that is about. So, whatever. If 7 resonates with you, then you may want to consider playing 7. Because that was weird. When I pulled, because 30 was the second number, but as soon as I pulled it, the number 7 came to my head. I don't know what that's about. And then also for when the number 16 came out as the fourth number, 4 was resonating with me because it was the fourth number. And don't forget, 4 times 4 is 16. So that resonated with me. Obviously, the fifth number was 55. That's a good one. Or if 5 is resonating with you, you may want to consider playing number 5 as well. In addition to that, because the sixth number was 32, 3 plus 2 is 5. But yeah, if 5 is resonating with any of you, you may want to consider that. If 4 is resonating with you, you may want to consider playing that. If 7 is resonating with you, you may want to consider playing that number as well. But those are your lucky numbers for Friday, December the 3rd. kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.